I wish that I could have knocked him out at the start. But as we saw, he came to my ears and whispered, "Please be easy on me." He thought I'm Mike Tyson and I will follow his script 40 seconds after I broke the clown's jaw. We are boxers, not content creators.
Like, they're suing me for something I didn't do. It's just the most bullshit thing. And I literally had to pay them a lot of fucking money.
The ending already exploded because Jake Paul isn't just dealing with a knockout loss anymore. He's now facing a potential Netflix lawsuit that could blow up his entire boxing business. This doesn't even feel real. Just moments before lawyers entered the picture, this fight was marketed as the biggest legitimacy test of Jake's life. Now, that same night seems to have exposed shaky contracts, bruised egos, and a business model built more on noise than real control.
Heard that Gervonta Davis was being very difficult to work with and Netflix was just waiting for it.
Yeah, we think he broke his jaw. He's fine. We met with Netflix afterwards. He took a shower. He drove himself to the hospital. A broken jaw is very common in sports, particularly in boxing or MMA, and I think the recovery time from
This lawsuit talk isn't random or accidental. It's the result of a billion-dollar platform realizing they invested in volatility and got chaos instead. You could feel it the moment the Joshua fight ended. This wasn't influencer boxing anymore. It was sold as serious heavyweight business with judges, doctors, executives, and a global audience watching. And when a machine that big feels embarrassed, it doesn't tweet. It sues.
Anthony Joshua didn't throw a single straight right hand for 6 rounds.
Look at how fast everything flipped. 1 minute Jake walks in with fearless branding turned all the way up. The next, executives are reportedly questioning why the product they paid for turned into hospital footage and canceled fights. That's the unsettling part. There are whispers that what Netflix expected and what they actually received were very different things. And someone knows more than they're saying.
Not only did you not get knocked out, you dropped and said, wow. I was like, wow, that was nice. I was on the ground, I was like, that was a good shot.
Did he surprise you with his power?
To be honest, no, but I mean, he surprised my jaw.
Anthony Joshua didn't just beat Jake Paul. He removed the safety rails. And once those rails were gone, every promise made before the fight came under intense scrutiny. Joshua wasn't a novelty opponent or a retired name. He was a fully operational heavyweight, and the moment Jake started circling instead of asserting himself, you could see panic slowly creeping in. Quiet, subtle, and impossible to stop.
Looks like Jake Paul is trying to bait him into something, but he's the one that's hit the canvas twice in this round. Incredible.
This is where the experience gap turned into a public dismantling. Joshua never even left second gear, and that's what made it scary. The danger was controlled, not accidental. When a champion chooses patience over spectacle, it means he already knows how the fight ends. He's just choosing when, and that decision arrived in round 5 like a guillotine.
I love this shit, and I'm gonna come back and get a world championship belt at some point.
Are you surprised you went 6 rounds with the former 2-time unified heavyweight champion?
Honestly, I'm not surprised. I just got tired, to be honest. Like, it was just...
Those knockdowns didn't just drop Jake. They shattered the illusion. They weren't lucky punches. They were the result of fatigue, fear, and accumulated damage. Anyone denying that is lying to themselves. By round 6, it wasn't about bravery anymore. It was about biology, and the body always tells the truth, even when branding doesn't.
I'm a little fucked up, but will you take care of me forever and ever?
I saw you talking crap to AJ at one point.
I was trying to get his head. I think I pissed him off. What were you telling him? I was just saying fuck him.
The broken jaw changed everything. You can't meme titanium plates away. You can't caption your way out of bone damage. Watching Jake try to turn hospital footage into content was the moment public perception shifted. Confidence looks very different when it's earned versus when it's borrowed. And suddenly, this confidence felt borrowed from a system that finally said no.
But I just pissed him off. Then he broke my brother's jaw. He always spoke his jaw. Yeah? You don't care though. Jake's having a fucking blast. We'll see him back again for sure. Yeah.
Here's the time bomb nobody wants to touch yet. Netflix didn't just lose one fight night. They allegedly lost an entire future roadmap. The canceled Gervonta Davis bout wasn't just a rumor. It involved infrastructure, marketing plans, sponsors, and projections already in motion. When that gets pulled without agreement, platforms don't call it personal choice. They call it breach.
Now, you asked me a question. Look, it wasn't the best performance. It wasn't the best. The end goal was to get
A potential $100 million lawsuit doesn't come from confusion. It comes from anger, and from the word willful being used behind closed doors. Willful means you knew the consequences and acted anyway. If that's proven, it doesn't just hurt Jake. It damages his trust value across every serious promoter watching quietly from the sidelines. Ask yourself honestly, why would a company like Netflix burn a relationship this profitable?
Thank you very much. I'm here with the winner, Anthony Joshua. Anthony, congratulations on the win. How would you describe that fight?
Well, first of all, I want to give love to the crowd, everyone that came out. I really do appreciate everyone in it.
Unless something went seriously wrong behind the scenes. This isn't coincidence. The smiles vanished instantly, and the narrative shifted from punches to paperwork. When gloves get replaced by lawsuits, the fight is already lost.
Paul, he's done really well tonight. I want to give him his props. He got up time and time again. It was difficult in there for him, but he kept on trying to find.
This is where the legacy damage deepens. Losing to Joshua was survivable. Losing platform trust is radioactive. Sponsors don't yell. They disappear. Future negotiations become colder, quieter, and harsher. Once you're labeled unreliable, that stain doesn't wash out, no matter how loud your fan base is. One detail that keeps standing out is how calm Joshua looked afterward.
I don't like it. Even Anthony Joshua had some class and, apologized to me.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He worked his way through the crowd and came up to me and said, Mom, it's just boxing.
He says it's the fight game.
It's just the fight game.
I'm obviously.
Calm winners don't feel threatened. Threatened people don't sue. They move on. But Netflix didn't move on. They escalated. That suggests this isn't about ego. It's about control slipping away and someone trying to grab it back. Before more information leaks out, don't ignore the chatter about other fighters being difficult either. When multiple names start appearing together, it usually means contracts were stretched thin. One snap exposed tension everywhere. And when one deal breaks, others get audited line by line. Legal battles don't end cleanly. Discovery is messy. Emails, texts, and internal conversations surface, and narratives collapse fast. This story doesn't feel finished. The fight didn't end in round 6. It changed venues. Now the pressure isn't coming from a heavyweight right hand. It's coming from legal teeth that don't get tired. They grind until something breaks. The Joshua fight wasn't the problem. It was the trigger. Systems don't collapse from one punch unless they were already under strain. Jake's career has been stretched tight for a long time. Confidence sells headlines, but competence keeps partners calm. Once that gap was exposed, stakeholders stopped asking how big the next event could be and started asking how much damage control would cost.